No, ZVZ is sometimes a bit of a snooze fest, but this one should be pretty good. Spawning in the top left corner of the map, play for Team Axiom. I give you the red Zerg player, Impact.
And in the bottom center of merry-go-round, we've got our blue Zerg player playing for UE Flash Wolves. It is Leenock.
Okay, so some context here. Leenock has shown us some really cool games of late. Not only did he play well in his group, we also got to see him do Broodlord versus Broodlord against Solar in the qualifiers for our tournament.
Yeah,
now this is
I saw that.
Yeah, it was pretty dirty and sexy.
Yeah.
Now this isn't our tournament. This is the Home Story Cup 10 qualifiers for Korea, and only one player, the top player from this group, will get out in a fully paid trip to Home Story Cup. But Impact, not to take anything away from this guy, is a really awesome dude. He hasn't been around the scene in a big way as long as, say, Leenock has been. Actually, let me shorten up that name. There we go. But he's still very talented. His ZVZ's pretty good, and we see him regularly compete in the Alima League, so we've definitely had a pretty good look at him. But for those of you newer to these guys, maybe it's your first time seeing both, the one guy out there. That's okay. All you need to know is that this will probably not be abruptly short games with lots of 10 pools and 8 pools, but actually we'll most likely see this really cool either Banelings and Zerglings, or at least the Roaches.
Yeah, quite likely that we're gonna see Roaches. I hope so anyway. Well, I mean, I guess Lingbane is pretty entertaining as well, but
okay.
Like at some point we go into Roaches, but yeah, Leenock has been, I mean...
Leenock's been making mutas work lately too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like, that's the exception to this.
That's where I was gonna go. It feels like, I don't know how to put it, but it feels like Leenock played, when I saw him play a few games when he went into the Broodlords and stuff, I felt like he was playing a bit gimmicky almost. Like, not standard at all. The games were getting weird, and then he was able to get them into a point in the game where it looks like he's got more experience than his opponents with those Broodlords. Kind of like when you watch Scarlet play, you can always tell that she's played the Broodlord stage many times, and more times than her opponents. So
I think the way I would describe it, because it is a little unorthodox, as you say, it's almost like ZVZ versions of like mech somehow. Because you play like a little bit light on the harass, use the mutas to dance around a bit, but you're really just turtling up in order to get those Broodlords out. But
yeah,
I think that's one out of many games, and a very rare situation to see, because you don't see a lot of people get 2 Broodlords right away. Like, you see a lot of people try to, but usually a counterattack comes as soon as it's been recognized. So for Impact's sake, though, we'll see what he scouts out of this game, because scouting will be really important. Leenock even just now is trying to sneak some lings around. Might get Impact, no. Okay, he sees him. He sees him.
Oh wow, this is how many lings? Is this 8 lings? It's 8 lings. Wow. So maybe this was a reaction to the fact that Impact did not get first scout.
Pulls back to the main with all the drones. Not gonna waste a moment here. A couple lings do die. This kind of sucks to start, but with the queen out and the new one spawning, Impact should honestly be able to hold this. I don't think this hatchery should die, but it might become close.
Nah. Well, I mean, he's got 8 things popping now. Hatch for it to die, I'd be very surprised. It should be fine completely. Queen coming down now, so
Queen's DPS is kind of ridiculous.
This is a bit of pressure out of Leenock. He's just trying to trade better by killing some lings here, and he's trying to force out maybe more lings than he made himself. And look, he just traded pretty well. Impact made 8 lings, and Leenock barely lost his 8 lings there, so that's not bad.
I think the problem though with this is that now Impact's coming across the map, so Leenock's gonna be in the same situation that Impact just was. It's like, does he make too many lings to defend? Is it gonna get awkward?
Yeah, it's true. I guess the difference now though is that Leenock's got 2 queens in his natural, so you won't really need more than like, he's making 4 lings now. I think that'll be enough, so you just won't need to make as many lings. But yeah, he's not really too ahead, but he's got a tiny drone lead. Actually falls behind on those as well, so it's pretty even game so far. Whereas Impact took a delayed 1 extractor, and he did make 1 creep queen, so playing delayed gas, whereas Leenock went gasless straight into 3 gases and a spine. So a bit different openers now. Impact's gonna use his queen's getting surrounded.
I'll get 1, but can he get 2? No, he's not gonna get the second one.
It's not bad though, not bad at all.
No, definitely not. Anytime you get a queen kill is always a nice feeling in ZVZ, but
yeah, those queens can get so much value. Like the later the game goes, at a later point, that they'll sit there with 150 energy and transfuse 3 roaches. It's so much value. So killing the queens off early, very nice.
Scout.
But okay, so Impact's going for a really quick third. He's got 16 drones in his natural, so he's delaying his tech for a really quick third, and he's gonna have map control with those speedlings. He's got 4 speedlings on the way, just to kind of make sure his opponent doesn't take a too quick third. Oh, that Queen of Impact actually dying. Oh, that was awkward.
I'm actually okay. So the layer timing is what I'm interested in here. Leenock's a little supply blocked and all this, but as he moves forward in the game with what is possibly roaches, he's going to get flooded by lings. Like Impact isn't going light on the lings. It's like 44 lings.
This is almost like a fake out there. Like he's not taking. He's gonna take one gas behind.
Right.
This.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too.
He's gonna take it behind this, but this is quite a commitment. So he's hoping that there's no wall off, and he's gonna try and do a lot of damage. And he did. That, you know,
he cleaned up the overlords.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, Leenock's not gonna see this right outside of his base.
But look, he's walled off. He kind of has a feeling that this might be happening. So does throw down the second Evo, even though he doesn't need that Evo. Throws it down anyway. Oh no, he's not walled up. What? No!
Oh, it's not walled off. Lings get in. This might just be game over. This is too much.
Oh, so many lings and 5 roaches on the way, but he's just gonna get so behind.
I kind of feel like he could have segmented and killed those queens and send some pressure up here to the natural, but still picks up a lot of drones on the retreat here. Nice moves out of Impact. And these queens, well, this transfuse available, but it's not going to go down. There we go.
That feel, I know that feel.
Although, you know, he might get boxed in on the ramp with the roaches. Oh, they don't quite get there in time. Still just auto-attacking.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, behind this, Impact is up to 44 drones, and he's already making roaches with +1 on the way. Like, he's completely fine in terms of a counter-attack, and he's already done the damage he needed to. He's finding a little bit from the third, he's going to be able to make more roaches than his opponent, so Impact's looking, yeah, very good right now. He's getting more drones, and there's no queens. Leenock has to remake the queens, he's losing a lot of mining time. The lings even get out, some of them anyway.
And they actually go for the kill or / cancel on the third. I mean, this will probably get to about half health easily. I don't think it's gonna die, but it'll get like so low that the follow-up attack will absolutely demolish it.
Yeah, pretty much. Leenock though droning, I like that a lot. That he's not going for the big counterattack, because it's very predictable that Leenock goes for a +1 counterattack right now. Because when you know that you're going to make so many lings, you're very tempted to make a lot of roaches and just go for it. But then Impact's just, you know, unless he's playing very greedy, he's always going to be ready for that counterattack. So instead, Leenock just drones up, and he's going to try and get ahead in the drone count, and then make roaches at a later time. So good decision by Leenock. We'll see though if he's just 2 behind to kind of make that comeback work, because Impact might just and he's droning up himself. Impact's not going to go for like a roach shot in or anything.
Yeah, but actually does get up here to the main, and let's kill some drones here. Man, this is so painful. I mean, it's 12 workers down, and that's whatever for the kills. Leenock's got upgrades in his favor, I suppose, is the one thing going, but upgrades are no good if your opponent's gonna have like a good 10 solid roaches above you.
Yeah, having like a 2 upgrade lead, if he does a timing with that, could be quite good for him. But yeah, still, if his opponent has way too many roaches, yeah, it's not gonna matter. But let's look at the drone count: 51 to 43. So not a huge drone lead, but still big enough to overwhelm your opponent. Yeah, so looks like he's just gonna make a lot of roaches now, and he's gonna go for like a semi all-in, because he's only working off of 1 evo, and he's not researching +2 attack. He's just been making a lot of roaches. So this is a nice timing window where Leenock has invested a lot in tech, right? +2, +1 on the way, which means less roaches, right? So this is gonna be hard to hold. Impact starting +2 behind this, but he's yeah, it's a pretty big commitment. He's gonna try and do a lot of damage. His roach speed is not finished yet, which is why he's being a bit slow about this, but he's gonna engage anyway.
Well, Unit County Station shows a big favor. Like, I mean, it's almost twice the roaches for Impact.
Big.
I mean, the small drone kills, they might seem insignificant, but I mean, man, Impact just making this game work. And this is crazy because Leenock's the guy who comes into this, and I give the favor to, right? Like, Leenock's the veteran, Leenock's the badass, but Impact takes the first game in the